What's up guys, welcome to your 43rd Java tutorial, and in this tutorial we're going to be building the rest of our program, and I'm going to be teaching you guys about something called composition. Now what composition means is that it means that a class, and this is the one we're going to be building today, instead of just variables and methods, it can also have references to other objects for other classes. And it could, well, I'll show you guys what it means. So go ahead in our tune class. Again, in the last tutorial we built this pop-py class. In our tune class, just clear everything out, and we're going to have two members for now. Go ahead and type private string, and this is a new one, name, and that's going to be used just to store my name or something. And we're going to also have a reference to another class, the pop-py class. So go ahead and type private pop-py and type birthday, since this program is just going to output my name and the birthday, but it's going to do it in a cool way. So now that we have two members of this class right here, we have a new name variable and we have a reference to a pop-py object or object. So let's go ahead and, well, let's use it. So the first thing we want to do is build our constructor. So this class is named tuna, so we have to name our method tuna, and that's constructor. What this constructor is going to take is two arguments. It's going to first take that string variable that we have, and we'll just name it the name so we don't forget. And we also want a reference to our pop-py date object. So let's go ahead and put pop-py, and let's go ahead and write the date, or you can write the birth date or something like that. And now in the body of our constructor, let's just go ahead and set name, set it equal to the name, and let's go ahead and set birthday that we declared up here, and set it equal to the date. So now we are in sync, we are good to go. But what we want to do now is go ahead and make another toString method. So let's go ahead and put public string toString, and just like we did in the pop-py class, in this method it's going to take no arguments, and for the body we want to return a string, of course. So string format, and for a format, I don't really like when it fills it in for you. You know, I want to do the work myself. And in our format, just go put my name is %s, and that's going to fill in your name. And then let's go ahead and put my birthday is %s. And here's where it gets kind of tricky. Name, birthday. So now, if you guys can understand the next thing I'm about to say, you'll understand the next thing I'm about to say. Sounds easy enough, but you'll understand the key concept of this tutorial. So now, whenever we need a string representation of this, what we're going to do is this. It's going to return my name is, and it's going to look right here to see what it wants to fill in for name. Well, the name was up here, and it's going to be whatever we gave it, passed it in. But for birthday, there isn't a really string named birthday. Birthday is just a reference to the date object. And again, what this means, since it's a reference to an object and not a string, anytime it needs a string from an object, it's going to say, alright, anytime you need a string, and I'm only an object, I'm not a string, maybe I can help you out. Well, I'll go to my class and I'll go to the toString method, and then I can give you the information that you need. So when I put %s right here, you don't necessarily need to pass in a string object, or excuse me, a string variable. What you can do is pass in an object instead, and whenever it looks in that class, it implies through via the toString method that this is the string you're looking for. So again, you can do two things when you're using this. You can either pass in a regular string, which is just like a bunch of letters, or you can pass in an object, And whenever you do pass in an object, it looks in that class and it looks to the toString method of that class. So that's two different ways when you're using the print format that you can do that. So now that we got a toString method, which is pretty much the string representation of an object in the tuna class, and we got a string representation of an object in the PotPie class, I think we're ready to build some actual objects now, put them to use. So go over in your main Bucky, or I don't know, whatever you named it, and let's go ahead and build some more objects. One more to be exact. So now that we already built one from PotPie, we probably don't even need that anymore, but we'll keep it up for good looks. What we want to do is build one for tuna. So tuna, ooh, got the hiccups. Tuna object, make sure I typed everything right, got the hiccup in between there. And new tuna, and now we need to pass in two variables. Again, this is going to take two parameters, because look, our constructor takes two parameters. It takes a name and it takes an object. So for the name, let's go ahead and pass in Greg, and for the object, let's go ahead and pass in pot object that we just built right here. So in order to see what parameters it takes, look in your tuna constructor and you can see it takes a string and it takes an object. Well, our string is Greg, that's my real name, and our object is pot object, and we just built it up here. Now everyone knows my real name. Oh great. So now let's go ahead and just output what we did. So system out print line, and let's go ahead and just write tuna object, but we have to spell it right, and we better change that to Bucky for good looks. And now let's see, I should be good to go. So let me run this, see how many errors I got, and then I'll talk you through one last time what we did. And it says my name is Bucky, birthday 456. You got it? So in the first line, in line number 3, we built a constructor. In the second line, we built a tuna object. Well, I guess we built objects in both lines, but here's what it did. You guys already know what this one did from last tutorial. And for the tuna object, when we built it in the constructor, we passed in two arguments: my name and this object right here. It took the name and set it equal to name, and it took the object and set it equal to birthday, and then it says, alright, just return it in a string format. Well, my name is Bucky, easy enough. My birthday is this object, and it says, alright, how am I going to turn an object into a string? Well, anytime I want to turn an object into a string, I just go to that class and go to the toString method. So again, I'm going to repeat it. Anytime you want to turn an object into a string, it looks to that class in the toString method. So that is your quick tutorial on what the toString method is. And also, again, like I said, this is called composition, and that's referring to objects. Let me show you guys. That's referring to objects in other classes as members. So this was composition right here. So thank you guys for watching. Let's see how much time I got. Oh, just in time. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to check out my next tutorial. Get out of my White House. And make sure to subscribe to my channel, because, you know, it's the best channel ever. So I'll see you later.